Greetings, everyone. This is Long Nu. Welcome to Spiritual Science. Today, I wanted to share with you some thoughts I have about the cow and how important the cow is to human society, and also share with you a little bit about our journey into California and the North Coast, the redwoods, and just some of the experiences that we had there. And so I'm going to share with you some of the beautiful scenery on our journey, and this was most of it taken up in Northern California, and a little bit we drove also down into Southern California. We went through Santa Barbara and also Los Angeles. So up in Northern California, it's a very nice situation for raising grass-fed or pasture-raised cows. There is so much naturally growing green grass, and you will see there's just so many cows that are grazing out on the land, and they're not confined into small areas, and they're not standing in dirt like you would see in the Central Valley of California around, what is that county called? Well, Bakersfield, Visalia, Fresno, those areas, Tulare County. This area, I do feel extremely sorry for the animals in that area. It's very factory farm style and confinement of animals in small spaces, and there are numerous slaughterhouses in that area around the drive, and you can smell actually a slaughterhouse as you're driving. That's one of the signs you're driving past a slaughterhouse. You can really smell it. It's the smell of death, and that smell is not a good smell. But up in Northern California, there's a difference, and that makes me feel at least people are trying to do a better type of raising of the cows that's giving them a better life, that's giving them, a more natural life, to be out in the grass and be in the most pristine landscape, really. If you go north from San Francisco to Sonoma County, Mendocino County, and Humboldt County, these three counties in particular have a lot of organic dairy farms. And they some of the more famous ones as well that are in the stores that you would find, such as Strauss Creamery. Those farms are there in the Napa Valley area, Sonoma County. Organic or Horizon, Organic Valley, just many of the organic brands that you might find in the store, they're actually sourced from there. Clover, that's another one from that area as well. And I have to say, when we were we were up in Humboldt, and is that where I found it? Let me think. Where did I find the raw milk? Oh, wait a second. Was it when I went down south? There was, oh yes, that's right. It was like San Luis Obispo. Okay. As we were driving down towards LA, there were a Sprouts Farmers Market at San Luis Obispo. And I'm used to the Sprouts here in Arizona. For all of you who are new to my channel or don't know, I live in the North Phoenix area, well, beyond Phoenix area of Arizona. I live in the desert, and here we do have some raw milk farms. We have one called Fond du Lac Farms. It's really nice. They have raw milk, raw cream. But in California, the very biggest raw dairy farm is called Raw Farms. And they changed their name. They used to be, what was their name before? Gosh, I can't even remember the former name, but anyway, they're located near Fresno, and they're one of the largest, or I think they are the largest raw dairy farm in the United States. I got a chance to try their raw cream. Oh my god, it is so simply divine. I can't even tell you my thoughts about how that cream tasted compared to other creams. You know, other creams, they do so much to it, and the problem is they do so many things to it. They homogenize it, they pasteurize it, they ultra pasteurize it, and then they add additives to it. And so they might add some thickeners or some preservatives. So many of the heavy creams or whipping cream you would find in the store has been so many processes done to it, and then some ingredients added to it. But this was straight raw cream with nothing been done to it, basically just separated from the milk. And oh, it just had the most divine taste, and it really, really made me think, like, this is how we should be consuming milk and dairy products. Like, this is the epitome right here. And of course it was very expensive, and I would never buy this on a regular basis, but I really just wanted to experience it and try it, so I did just for only one time. And I just thought that's what really should be in the stores everywhere on a wide scale. Why is it not that way? We should all be having raw cream and raw milk and raw cheese and raw yogurt. It's so important. We get this very, very high quality brain fuel, brain substance fuel to our bodies. Cow's milk is so, so important to develop the human brain, and I'm going to talk a little more about that as well. But going back to my story about Northern California, so we got a chance to really experience up close the dairy cows. There's a drive that goes out towards this beach, and along the drive there is many, many, many dairy cows that are just like right close to the road. I was able to feed them some carrots, which was so nice. They loved the carrots, and they were just so sweet and so cute. I just love the cows so much, and it just made me feel like, oh, look at they're living peacefully right here, you know, out in this beautiful fresh air, this land that was filled with green grass. Oh, they were enjoying, they were eating, they were lying down and resting, and it was so lovely. It's so lovely to see this. But then there is one sad part, and the sad part is that the ultimate destination of their life is one of violence. And that is that in the ultimate end, when their milk production is finished, they will take these beautiful, loving, lovely creatures and slaughter them, instead of allowing them to live out their natural life through old age. And so that part makes me sad, and I don't agree with that policy, and I don't agree with the policy of separating the baby cows from the mother cows. They should be kept together, and they should be milked side by side. So when the baby calf is drinking, and then you milk the mother cow as along with that while the baby calf is drinking. And so you share. You know, sharing is caring, and there's no reason to not do that. The cow gives so much abundance of milk, much more than a baby calf can drink. Allow the baby calf to drink its mother's milk and to have that relationship with its mother that is so, so important. So that's one of the things that I was thinking, you know, just the amount of inconsiderate, you know, ways and practices of dairy farming that are unnecessary and don't need to be that way. And in America, they should look to the example of India and how to raise cows and how to have a good relationship, you know, allowing the cows to come into the house like they're pets, and keeping the mothers with the babies and taking care of them for their whole entire lives. This is what is required for a peaceful society. Not that we just send so many thousands and millions of cows to the slaughterhouse. That's cruelty. It's cruelty, and it's unnecessary cruelty. So, on that note, I want to talk about cows and give a spiritual perspective. So this is going to be a spiritual reading. Okay, here it goes. From the very beginning of my life, I am subsisting by the foodstuff given by Mother Cow. And when I am grown up, I kill. This is my gratitude. Just see, and they are called civilized. We kill animals, but the animals do not come to us that we are starving, give us food. Never. By nature, there is arrangement, foodstuff. The cows, the other animals, they are eating grass. There is profuse growth of grass. So they are not eating your nice foodstuff. Sandesh, rasgulla, these are milk sweets that they make in India. You are making sandesh, rasgulla from the milk which they deliver. They are eating grass and delivering you nice foodstuff, milk. And from the milk, you can make hundreds and thousands of nice, nutritious, full of vitamin foodstuff. But no, we are so fools that instead of utilizing the milk, we are utilizing the blood. You see, these rascals, the scientists, they do not know that milk is nothing but transformation of the blood. That everyone knows. So if you want to, that is nature's way, by God's will, that a cow gives 40 pounds, 50 pounds milk daily, but it does not drink. Although it is her milk, no, it gives you, human society. You take, but don't kill me, let me live, I am eating only grass. Just see, and the civilized men killing them, and they want peace. Just see the fun. Without touching your foodstuff, the cow is eating the grass, which is given by God. Immense grass, and they are giving you the finest foodstuff, milk. Just after your birth, you have only to drink milk, either mother's milk. Nowadays, mothers do not supply milk. That is also to be supplied by the cow. So from the very beginning of my life, I am subsisting by the foodstuff given by Mother Cow. And when I am grown up, I kill. This is my gratitude, just see. And they are called civilized, less than lowest animal, Naradama. They are called Naradama, lowest of the mankind. Those who are killing cows, maintaining slaughterhouse, they are lowest of the mankind. They are not human being, less than animal. They have no gratitude. Krishna's laws, or nature's law, is so nice that a cow is eating grass and producing milk. Now, if you think that grass is the cause of milk, then you are mistaken. It is the laws of Krishna that transforms grass into milk. If you eat grass, then you'll die. But the cow, she is eating grass. That also not supplied by your factory. The grass is produced by nature's way. And she is eating that grass and supplying the most nutritious food, milk. And in exchange, you are cutting throat. How you can be happy? Such an innocent animal. She is eating grass supplied by God. And instead of grass, if you think that she is eating grass from the land, American land or my land, she must give me something. She's supplying milk. What reason is there? So if we human beings, if we forget even ordinary mercy, compassion, and gratefulness, then what is that human life? So this is a very important verse here. So you see, nowadays it's become this fashion, this sort of trend to try as human beings to eat grass in the form of wheatgrass juice. they know they cannot eat the grass, and so they do juicing of these grasses, wheatgrass juice, popular trend especially among raw vegans. And what can you gain out of that? Wheatgrass juice is not nearly as much nutrition as the milk, cow's milk. And so that is kind of, the vegan version, trying to get the benefit of the grass, but insufficiently. Then on the other side, you have those who are on carnivore diets or just meat-based diets, who are trying to just take the blood of the cow in the form of cow flesh and eating it in this way. And again, there's no need for this, because cow's milk is so perfect in nutrition that it can supply the human body with every need, and therefore there's no need to be killing innocent creatures. And the fact that people are taking the milk from the cow and then slaughtering the cow when the cow is finished, what kind of gratefulness is this? What kind of compassion is this? What kind of mercy? And this is supposed to be a modern human society? So I'm going to continue. So here we have a conversation, and it's going to be with a guest and a teacher. The guest says, "What I was going to ask you, Swami, if the sacred cow was a symbol symbolizing compassion for all living creatures?" Teacher: "Not only cow, any animal, they should be object of our compassion. If we want to eat something and live, so if you have got sufficient foodstuff in other kingdom, we have got vegetables, we have got grains, we have got milk, so many things, fruit, flour, so many things. Just like we are living on these things, we don't feel any inconvenience. And according to medical science also, they are very rich in vitamins, food value. So why should we kill, especially if we are human beings? The cow is supplying us milk, the most important foodstuff. So instead of giving protection to the cow, if we kill, do you think that is if you kill me, is that a very good gratitude? So at least in the human life, these senses should be there. Cow protection is recommended in the Vedic literature because it is giving the most valuable foodstuff, milk. Apart from other sentiments, it is supplying, and in exchange of nothing, she simply eats some grasses from the ground, that's all. You don't have to provide cows with foodstuff. The things which you refuse, you take the grain and you supply the skin. You take the fruit pulp, you supply the skin. You take the rice, you supply the straw, and she delivers you a very nice foodstuff. I have discussed all these points in my Srimad Bhagavatam, that human economic problem can be solved simply by having some land and some cows, that's all." The guest says, "Cows would increase and multiply?" Teacher: "Yes, every living entity will multiply. That is another thing. I mean to say, from cow you get milk, from milk you get butter and so many milk products, and from the fields you get sufficient grains and fruits. So your economic question is solved immediately." Vegetarians are naturally peaceful. Just see, between a dog and a cow, dog unnecessarily will talk and make some barking sounds without any fault. "Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here?" That's a dog's qualification. A cow, so useful animal, it will never agitate. The dog has no use, but still he's the best friend. And a cow actually giving us milk, sending to the slaughterhouse. Just see, this is human civilization. A dog is worshipped and a cow is slaughtered. Do you think it is civilization? Do you think? Can you support this? A guest says, well, I had a friend who was a vegetarian. Teacher, no, apart from this, these two animals. One is dog and another is cow. So dog is worshipped and cow is sent to the slaughterhouse. What kind of civilization it is, huh? Student says, animal. Teacher says, less than. Cow is supporting the whole society with milk. Every morning without milk we cannot live. The child without milk cannot live. She should be treated as mother, and they are being sent to the slaughterhouse. And still they are thinking of becoming free from sinful life. Can anyone kill his own mother? Oh, mother is old and useless. Let her be killed. Burden. Is that very good gratitude for the mother by the son? Teacher says, God has given to the human society so many things to eat. Nice fruits, nice flowers, nice grains, first-class milk, and from milk you can prepare hundreds of nutritious foods. But they do not know the art. They are maintaining big slaughterhouse and eating meat. No discrimination. That means they are not even civilized. When man is not civilized, he kills one animal and eats because he does not know how to grow food. Just like we have got one farm land, so we are preparing first-class preparation from milk. The neighbors, they come, they are astonished that from milk such nice preparation can be done, hundreds. So that means they are not even civilized. How to prepare nutritious food from milk. Accepting that cow flesh and blood is very nutritious, that we also admit, but a civilized man utilizes the blood and meat in a different way. The milk is nothing but blood, but it is transformed into milk. And again, from milk you make so many things. You make yogurt, you make curd, you make ghee, so many things. And combination of these milk products with grains, and with fruits and vegetables, you make similar hundreds of preparation. So this is civilized life, not that directly kill one animal and eat. That is uncivilized. You take the accepting that cow's flesh and blood is very nutritious. You take it in a civilized way. Why you should kill? It is innocent animal, is simply eating grass given by God and supplying milk. And from milk you can live. And the gratefulness is that cut his throat? Is that civilization? Trinarapi suni sena tarorapi sahisuna. The tree is standing. You sit down. When there is scorching heat, you take pleasure by sitting down under the shade. But the reward is that you cut the branches. That is their reward. He gives you shelter, and you cut the branch. You cut the whole tree. This is your gratefulness? You see? Because we are rascals, we do not know what is gratefulness. They are taking milk from the cow and killing. This is our proposal. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu advises to become humbler than the grass. So I will stop there. So this is the deterioration of human society in this present age of Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, men are less than animals because they have no gratefulness, no mercy, no compassion. And they take the milk from the cows, the most nutritious food on the whole planet, and as gratitude, they send to the slaughterhouse and kill the mother cow. And this cow killing has been going on since the beginning of this Kali Yuga age. This present age called Kali Yuga has been going on for the past 5,000 years, and it goes for 423,000 of years, so we still have a long ways to go in Kali Yuga. But the thing about this age is that because of animal killing, there can be no peacefulness in society. In the previous ages here in the material world, Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, there was the four pillars of morality, the four pillars that people lived by truthfulness, by cleanliness, mercy, compassion, these kinds of things. And because of these moral standards, no cows were killed, and human society was much more peaceful and much more God-conscious. So contrary to what they teach in schools about the history of planet Earth and the history of human civilization, we do not come from hunter and gatherers. We do not come from primitive monkey ape human beings. Human beings have been existing since the beginning of creation, and we come from actually more intelligent, more highly advanced civilization has been on planet Earth. And the number of cows on planet Earth was far more increased than it is today. So people talk about the environmental issues and environmental problems, and they try to blame the cow on all the environmental problems, saying that the cattle and cows is responsible for the global warming and air pollution and all these things. But this is mismanagement, and they are not the cause of these things, because there was much more cows on the planet during the time when the whole planet was ruled under one king, one flag, Vedic civilization. The Vedas, the Vedic civilization, is the most ancient civilization, going beyond hundreds of thousands of years old. And the planet was under one king, and the king protected the cows just like other human citizens of the land. And most of the human population was lacto-vegetarian diet, meaning they ate plant foods plus milk products. And the only part of the population that would eat meat would be some of the warrior class, because they had to hunt ferocious animals in the forest to practice their skills, and they had to have the mentality to be able to kill in appropriate times for protection of the countries. So about 3/4 of the population was lacto-vegetarian, very peaceful society, and the cows were under the protection of the king and under the protection of the class of people who engage in agriculture, and they would do the farming, growing food, growing grains, and raising cows. And so since the beginning of time, people have been cowherdsmen, and they don't teach proper history, and people don't understand that. They don't know that this is our natural position, to be caretakers of the cows and not to be cow slaughterers. This is very, very new in the history of the planet, to be even slaughtering and eating cow flesh was completely unheard of in previous times. And because of this, because of cow slaughter and all the slaughterhouses, then we have so much war and so much violence of humans towards humans, and this is directly related, directly karmically, a karmic reaction related from cow slaughter. All animals should be protected, and all animals' lives should be protected, not only the cows. No animal should be killed. In this present age of Kali Yuga, it is a sinful act to kill any animal. What to speak of the cows, the most important animal. Alright, so I will stop there. Thanks for listening, everyone, and you all have a great day.